Hello, my honeys. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. How are you, honeys? I took a few days off. I had a bit of a busy week. And so here I am. It's Friday when I'm recording this, and I've really missed you all. I've missed that connection, even if it was just for a day or two. Um, I really do find that this is becoming a nice little community and familiar to me. So, thank you so much if you are a subscriber. I really do appreciate your continued support. If you're brand new to subscribing here, welcome to this community. I feel like it's full of very powerful people that I'm channeling for all the time. So it's definitely inspiring to me. So, you all, I want to just let you know that before we get into our channeled message or pick a card, however you want to define it, I wanted to let you all know that my new website is up. I should put the website up here. So I've created this website. And I would love your feedback on it, by the way. But it's offering some specific services such as readings, even some mystical life coaching. But the most exciting thing is that in September, I will be opening up registration for a cosmic dream temple. And it's really open to anyone around the world who can get up at the time that this dream circle is happening. And we're going to really just dive into learning how to befriend our dreams, learning how to collaborate with these dreams, because we have a dream life. And that dream life is kind of, it shares us with our waking dream. So when we are quote unquote awake, we're in the waking dream. And when we are asleep, we're in our sleeping dream. So I don't know if you've ever felt like this to you, but I feel like sometimes I'm living a double life. Like I just have a dream world that I go to when I lay down. I'm working just as hard. That's it. But I find that I have a community I'm talking to. It's never people I really recognize from my waking dream. So it's just interesting. So the idea here is something called social dreaming, where we get together and perhaps we can even start to tap into world or global community prophecy through exploring our dreams. So I do hope that you will join us. The information is on my website. The website is down below. It's being tickered right now. www.blackdoveoracle.com. Okay. So, more information on there, even just about all the other readings that I offer. Okay, you all. So, let's go back to our reading for today. Our reading, very interesting. And this was, I think, a viewer request. So if you all have ideas for viewer request, let me know and I will hop on it. So this one, we are looking at something that's quite new for you, something that's maybe even a little different. And so this is about a new love, one that kind of is different from anything else you've experienced, and we're going to tap into that. So if you're open to this kind of new love, we are going to just kind of get into what exactly is this new love? Like, who is it? Now, as always, my honeys, the avatars can be switched around, and timestamps will be in the description box. We have 4 groups. And to know that these are just avatars. We may end up describing a person that looks a little bit different from the avatar, might look very much alike a couple that looks alike or a partnership that looks alike. So take it all where it resonates, my honeys, and be in the imaginal joy and fun of this reading. I want nothing more for you than to have some fun when you're listening to these readings. And yeah, we'll go from there. So, why don't we start with group number one and take a good look at this picture. I will kind of keep flashing back to it in between the groups. So, hopefully, that will be helpful. We have group number one, and I'm going to show myself. Hello, my honeys. I hope you're doing well. So here's group number one. Welcome to your reading on something new and different about this love, this new love. I think it's a new love. So we're gonna first do a you and them, so that you can get a little bit of an energy check. Group number one. So you and them, and then from there we're going to pick a card about the theme of this relationship. Like, what's the overall theme of the relationship? And then from there, we're going to peek into differences that might challenge this relationship, like differences that might come up that might be a challenge. And then we're also going to look at similarities that you all have that may even help the relationship work. And then we're going to see what you all like about each other. So we'll see about what you all like about each other. And then we'll end somewhere with a channeled message from this person. You know, I forgot that last year I made all of these index cards on relationships. So we're going to channel messages through there. Okay, my honeys. So group number one. Let's get into you and them. So why don't we start? And here's what I want to say. When I do a you and them, there may be one pile that sounds like you. That will be you. So I'm just going to go person A. And then person B could be them. So take that where it resonates, switch things around. I might hint, oh, I think this might be you, group number one, but it all can be interchanged if you feel like the characteristics belong to you. Okay, group number one. And I hope you all don't mind. I have a little bit of I'm still dealing with allergies. So it's a little bit of a scratchy throat for whatever reason. But I have my tea here, so I might take a tea break every once in a while. Okay. How are you doing, my honeys? I really feel like some affection right now. Maybe that's what this energy of this relationship is going to be. So person A. You know what? Person A, this person is very multifaceted. I think that there's some key things about them that stick out as strong characteristics. But really, this person has learned over the years to choose themselves, just as they are, their authentic self. So person A, they often find themselves having to make choices about what direction they want to go. This is a person whose life is very dynamic, meaning last year or 2 years ago is way different from the present moment. And so this person has a lifestyle that moves pretty consistently, group number one. It could mean that they uproot and move and live in a different city, state, or country. It could just mean that they often take calculated risk in life. They may change their career or have done so for a number of years. This is someone, like I said, their life is pretty dynamic. They're not someone who consistently is doing the same kind of work, consistently going to the same, doing the same things every day. They're kind of a mover and a shaker. What I would say is that they find a lot of joy. I forgot to show you this direction cards for person A. Yeah. This person finds a lot of joy. Summertime might be the time that they really love to be out and about. This person likes to have a summer glow on them. This person, you may meet them in the summer if you haven't met them already. What else would I say? This person actually is into the divine feminine, meaning they really like feminine lore. They like to listen to the myths of the feminine. They find a lot of inspiration there. I think person A is very wise. They've had to learn from current experiences. That's something you'll find about this person. Is that we have the wise one here. Is that when this person talks to you about their lives, you're always going to see that how they've woven it together to be some kind of life lesson. Group number one. So if this isn't you, this person, they have a method. They may even say this. They have a method to their madness, meaning there's a lot of mystery that goes into kind of decisions that they make. They often may use an owl guide as a guide. You may see this person has an owl somewhere on their jewelry, maybe a ring, maybe a necklace. They could have a picture in their house of an owl. This person considers owls to be very wise, mystical beings, and it might be a totem kind of animal for this person. This person may have some indigenous blood wherever the indigenous people of the land that you're on. They may be part of that community. This could be an older person too. Okay. Doesn't have to be, but it could be an older person. They may also like crows. So there could be people who like owls, people who like crows, or both. Eagle here, lion, Leo, Taurus might be some of the signs of this person. Excuse me. Yeah. What else about person A? Group number one. This person will steal your heart. I mean, really, for real. They, I don't think you're going to see it coming. So if person A is your person, you're not going to see it coming because this person is quite different from you. And you can reverse it too. They may not see you coming because you're quite different from who they've gone out with, who they've even, it's not just attraction, like it's more of like who they felt a connection with. They are going to find and switch it where you need to. That this connection is so strong, they have to act on it. Okay. So person A, I don't want to confuse myself. Yeah, I would say that there's something about this person that's very humanity oriented. They may work in some kind of job or field where they're helping people. This could be at a number of levels. Health, they may help people in an NGO kind of way, nonprofit. This person really is humble. Person A. I think they do a lot of work. They're commended for the work that they do. And they won't necessarily mention it to you either. I think when you finally start to meet, if you're not person A and this is your love interest, person A oftentimes they don't downplay what they do, but they don't lead with that. Okay? So whenever the other person B, meets person A's friends, families, business colleagues, it's gonna blow your mind because these business colleagues, friends, family are gonna be like, oh my God, I remember when person A did such and such and raised millions of dollars for, you know, cancer research or something. Like you're going to hear things that you're like, okay, person A never shared this. And if you're person A, you can be quite humble about the things that you've done, the things that you've accomplished. In many ways, person A is a teacher, but they inspire people over and over again. I think person A is the kind of person, if you look in the background, there's like all these mathematical figures, science figures. Person A may even, Spirit is telling me, may even work on some kind of scientific or medical research. That's very specific. But person A may have made some kind of advances with their research that everybody cannot help but talk about. Okay? If you are person A, you may also quite literally be a teacher. I'm seeing someone who might teach even high school. Okay. Um, Very specific, but maybe like an AP class you might teach. It has something to do with you deciding to transition out of your career, but your career was so heavy with knowledge that you decided to teach because you saw the need. And you're a very good teacher. You connect with the students, you inspire them, you make science interesting. It's like kind of like I'm trying to, oh, I don't know why his name fell out of my head. DeGrasse? What if you had him for like a high school teacher? Is it Neil? Why am I forgetting his name? Anyway, I recognize him all the time. Okay, so that's person A. Teacher, humble, very wise, possibly older, possibly mature. Has taken a few different distinct directions in their life when it comes to their career, when it comes to their life in general. No 2 years ever really look the same for person A. That's how their life is very dynamic. They may also like the divine feminine. There's something there. They feel inspired by the myths of the divine feminine or the old stories. Something there. Okay, so that is person A. Okay. And you can vibe check on these if you want to. So let's go to person B. And that way you get to decide what person you are. Or if none of this resonates, you could choose another group. Okay. Ooh, person B is a hermit. I keep hearing the word sadhu. Someone who's very devoted to their spiritual practice. Oftentimes, person B might go on long retreats. I'm a long time meditator, and there's retreats that you can go for a month. You can go for like 2 or 3 months. This person does something like that. They like to retreat away get their mind together. Not just their mind. Spirit is saying their whole being is restored when they meditate. This person may have long dreadlocks. All right. They may even have a beard, facial hair. That's very specific, but it might be for someone. This person too may have links to some kind of South Asian spiritual teacher, guru. What else? This person B is very enlightened. And what I mean by that is this is someone who speaks carefully, speaks with intention, doesn't fill their mind with a lot of like junk. You may find this person doesn't even have a TV, doesn't like really deal with social media that much. This person prefers to quiet next to a lot of like really loud music. I think they like music, but nothing like that takes over the whole house. You know what I mean? Or takes over the whole car. They're very contemplative. What else about person B? Person B, what else, Spirit? Person B, you might meet them in the spring. Person B is also very abundant. Even though they're very subtle with their life and they don't seem to chase after all the material things that many people do, they still have amassed quite a bit of wealth. They just don't really spend it that much, you know? So you may be surprised by that. But yeah, person B, if that isn't you, person B is someone who's very abundant. They know how to manifest, they know how to grow things. This is someone Spirit is even saying you can give them a small seed and under their watch something turns into that seed will turn into a tree. You know what I mean? Like this is a person that nurtures growth. They know how to take something from a very beginning stage and make it excel. In some ways, that is this person's teaching power. So that might be something you both have in common. We'll see. Person B, yeah, this is someone who doesn't prefer to live on the defense. You know, like they're not very concerned about protecting themselves. Even though I'm sure they do, but they're not overly concerned with being hurt by others. I think it's because they've done so much inner work that they understand the human condition. Sometimes you're running across someone and they're not having a good day. That's what this person would say. Person B would be like, you know, I used to walk around with a huge shield. I used to walk around trying to protect myself, trying to figure out what people's intentions are. But you'll find from person B that they've relaxed a lot of that. They allow people to be who they want to be. Very interesting. So, what else about person B? Oh, quite literally, they are an angel. Wow. Yeah, this is someone, again, I feel very like spiritual energy from this person. One moment, I need to cough. Okay, hopefully you're there. Let me take some tea. Okay. Yeah, this person, I think you would run across quite a few people who know them and that are like, oh, they're just like an earth angel. There's so many people who feel like this person has helped them in particular ways, especially A spirit is showing me in providing insight. There's something about this person that a lot of people go to them for advice on what to do. So person B, they help people without any kind of expectation of, reciprocity. I mean, you know, that could be good, that could be bad, depending. I think this person too also radiates a lot of feminine energy, regardless of their gender. They're very receptive. It means that even if they were embodied in some kind of stereotypical masculine body, this person tends to really be in a more receptive energy, meaning they may not be too aggressive when they pursue you. There's something there, but Spirit said there will be more on that. But this person, yeah, rather than going out and hunting for something, which for some people that's very attractive, this person allows things to come to them. So the energy is a little different. I'm hearing it may be very different from the energies. If this is your person, it may be different from the way you've been pursued in the past. Spirit is saying that, okay? Anything else about them? Yeah, this is a seeker, plain and simple. This is someone quite literally, Spirit is saying, if there was any kind of picture to describe this person, this is them. Like they seek knowledge of themselves, they seek knowledge of the world. You will find that this person is quite curious about you. They want to know how you think. They really want to know what's behind the words that you say, the feelings. Yeah. So that is person B. So you have A and B. And if the vibe is checking, group number 1, this is your reading. Okay, so why don't we get the overall theme of this relationship? Like, what's the overall theme of this relationship? Unfinished. Yeah. For some of you, because Spirit is saying very specifically, only some of you, this is someone that you have unfinished business with. Now, Spirit is saying it doesn't necessarily mean you were in a relationship with this person, but there was some energy there. And maybe you both put it aside because you were both like, this is a little different. Maybe I just have a crush. I'm not really going to pursue this. And yeah, it's coming back around. For some of you very specifically, this is going to be during Mercury in retrograde, okay? Because that's the energy we're in now when I'm filming this. But whenever the next Mercury in retrograde is, this is when this might come back around. For others of you, if this isn't a person that you've known previously, there may be, Spirit is showing me, a moment where you both meet and there's an energy connection, and then you both may separate for a little bit. Not in a way of like, we're not seeing each other anymore, breakup kind of stuff. More of like there was a connection, and then you both had your own lives to tend to. But there will be a circling back. That's what Spirit is saying. So for many of you, you're going to think this was just a little fluke, or this was just a little crush. This was just someone I met at the hotel bar and we had a good conversation. You really may, group number one, blow it off. Like, this is somebody I met at a training. Not a big deal. But what is happening here is that you got a preview. This is what Spirit is saying. Group number one, you got a preview. And that preview was to let you know, just to spark some interest in you, to let you know that what you're looking for, group number one, might be quite different than what you had envisioned. What else would be a theme? Spirit said there's one more. I think with this connection, there is going to be something, because this says the lies you tell, but I don't know if this person or you, group number one, are a liar. But I do feel like Spirit is saying one or both of you, because of the communication styles are very different, may wonder if you can trust each other. There's some kind of misunderstanding that happens. I don't know if it's a misunderstanding. It might be just a simple miscommunication. Or it may even be, Spirit is showing this to me, that culturally someone pursues people a little different than you're used to being pursued. So for someone, maybe in their culture, it's okay to be really aggressively like, oh, I really like you. I really want to get to know you. Let's go out to dinner. And you may come from a culture where it's very subdued. Like, oh, we would have to know each other for a little bit to even move towards having a date or dinner. You get what I'm saying? So it's not so stark, but that's just an example, you all. That Spirit is saying here, not necessarily that it's lies, but just kind of like each style is a little bit different. And you both have to kind of begin to figure out where you can balance that out. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Anything else, Spirit? Spirit said one more card. Spirit said that this union will most likely end in marriage. Wow. For some of you, and Spirit is pointing it out, you both may be from different cultures, but you're the same religion. Very interesting. So again, like if say they are Christian, but they're from Ethiopia, and you're Christian and you're from the United States, the practices may be different, but you have the same kind of religious background, I'm hearing. Okay. So what are the differences? Did we talk about that? No, we talked about the theme. Okay, cool. So what are the differences that may... You know what? I have one deck missing here, but you know what? Let me get it for a minute. Hold on, you all. Okay, I'm back. I needed one more deck, and I felt that, and I didn't listen to myself. Okay, so what are the differences that could challenge this relationship? What are the differences? Very interesting. So we have the Hermit in reverse, and then we have the Fool. I think the differences that may challenge this relationship, group number one, is that one of you doesn't really resonate with doing the whole hermitage kind of lifestyle. It's very, for one of you, which I believe is person A, while they have many strong spiritual beliefs, and while they operate from a center of humility, They often may find it difficult to get into really deep, long contemplative practices like meditation. This would be somebody who's like, I'd prefer to do Tai Chi than sit there and sit and meditate for an hour. So you may find for some of you, it's really difficult to understand why person B, because person B is the hermit, right? It may be hard, group number one, for person B to understand, person A to understand person B's need to retreat, to go within, to um, restore themselves in a particular kind of way, especially at extended periods of time. Now, for person B, there's something about person A's ability to kind of just be the fool. This is the fool. Doesn't have to know everything. Person A is kind of like, I don't need to know everything. I don't need to really prepare for this trip. There's something about person A that's a little bit more for the adventure, a little bit more for the spontaneous. So, in many ways, that might jolt the relationship in the beginning. Like each partner is like, oh, okay, you like that? Or you don't like that? So, there's a little bit of that. But Spirit is not showing me that it's like a permanent no when you all realize that. So, what are the similarities then, Spirit, that would make this work? Yeah, it's the Page of Cups. It's both of your offerings of love for each other, the way you both nurture each other. And, the cup to me even represents how you both accept each other at the emotional level. So I think what is going to happen is that you both, I'm hearing from Spirit, you both are very curious. You prefer to ask questions. And I think you both understand, Nine of Swords here, how assumptions could lead to intense worry, intense anxiety. I think you both see each other's anxiety, and rather than try to activate it, you really offer the cup to it. Group number one. You don't just say, well, hey, I'm going to leave. That's just the way it is. I meditate every year for a month. And this person would be instead like, wow, let's talk about this. Like, what can I do to support you while I know I'll be away? Like, what could be supportive here? There's going to be more questions, more curiosity in this relationship. I think, too, what you both have in common is that you both are very intentional about the way that you live your life. And you make decisions that often challenge your, what is Spirit showing me? They challenge your growth. Like you're both constantly pulling at the edges of your growth. You both like to challenge yourself, set goals, and achieve those goals. Whether it's sitting on the cushion or out in life, moving some kind of social justice issue. Both of you like the challenge of life. You want to be the best person you could be, not only for the relationship, but just in life in general, group number one. Very interesting. Did I say this is probably going to be an extended reading? I think it is. So we got similarities. What do you both like about each other? So, what does person A like about person B? What does person A like about person B? The Hermit card again. Very interesting. So, person A likes that person B retreats, goes within, understands who they are, that they're very self-aware. And even in cases where person B feels a little insecure in the relationship, they don't blame person A. And that's what person A really likes. Because person B will go within and figure out, okay, what's activating me? Why am I jealous? Why am I insecure? And so that's what person A really likes about person B. Person A also likes person B's legs. They may have really nice long legs, okay? Person A likes that person B takes their time making decisions, making sure that those decisions align with their desires. Very nice. I'm not showing you these cards because they are part of the, what deck is that? This deck, if you know what it is, it's the sexual magic deck, actual magic deck. Can't show a lot of these pictures, but person A also likes that person B can take charge. When needed to, person B will mentor person A, will share their knowledge and their wisdom. And sometimes in their, who was the older one? Yeah, this may be switched actually, because the older energy was person A. Y'all let me know if person A and B is kind of working to keep up, but person A is more mature. So I think this is switched around. Person A really likes that they're seen and respected by their partner for their knowledge and their wisdom. Their partner doesn't, even if they disagree, put down their decisions. Their partner wants to learn from them. So person A really likes that. And they also like that their partner isn't ageist. Oh, you don't understand. This is like something young people, like you would never hear that from person A's partner. What does person B like about person A? So the person B really loves to romance their partner. This is person B will go out of their way, like on the way home, they'll pull over and get some flowers. Person B can sometimes be a little aggressive with their affection. Like, come here, just hug me. I just want to hug you. Like, they're that, it's not aggressive, like, no, like not harmful, but they're a little bit like, come here, let me hug you. Like if they see that you're upset or they see their partner needs some affection, they're gonna tell their partner, listen, I just feel like if you got a hug, everything would be okay. Maybe a kiss, maybe something else. Okay. Person B, what they like about their partner is the ex. Okay. They do like the ex a lot. And they like to be somewhat of a dominant position when it comes to the X, if you know what I mean. Um, Person B may also like person A's behind. I mean, just like they might have to, they might touch the behind. Like they're trying to restrain themselves, but it's oftentimes that person B is like, oh gosh, they're trying to be subtle, but they have a lot of temptation there. Touch is probably person B's love language. Probably. Anything else about what person B likes about person A? They like that they have to woo you. They do like that. They like It's interesting because I said here, right, for person B, that they're often in a receptive energy, meaning they don't often pursue things. But I think in this relationship, they are going to pursue more. They like that you put them in that energy. So person B really can get used to this hunting, to this pursuit. It's not the thing usually. Maybe because of their spiritual practices, they've kind of always been on the more receptive end. But with you, they become the hunter. You become the prey, I hear. Take it where it resonates. Yeah, bottom of the card is the strength card here. You know what I'm saying? But in this strength card, it's like she's like quite literally taking the bull by its horns and wrestling them to the ground. There's something about that energy for both of you. Playful, maybe a little rough at times, but playful. Um, Especially when it comes to like X. You know what I mean? Like there's a little game that you all kind of play with each other, and it usually ends up with some kind of X activity in the end, okay? Not an 18 plus reading, y'all, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so let's go to some channeled messages. This is from my deck that I wrote this out like a while ago. We have third eye blind. Very interesting. I think the partner B, they will feel as if this relationship kind of turns them a little upside down sometimes. This is someone who's been very intentional, very like, into their prayers or meditation or whatever practice they have. And they find that being in a relationship with you, sometimes it disrupts their practice. They can't seem to like take their mind off of you. and it's like they may refer to it as their third eye is blind. Like they're like and I don't know. I think in the beginning, Spirit says this person may worry about that, the kind of pull that you all have towards each other, the kind of connection you have. It definitely is one where the vibration is high in this relationship, very high. And I think both partners understand that they're dealing with something that, if not careful, could become very obsessive. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. But because you both are really grounded people, I think you both will learn how to take things slow, and stay really grounded, because you both could see that you both could just fall into some real deep, I don't know, I'm just hearing a very deep what is that, a chasm? Like a deep, yeah. Yeah. Spirit's like, this person immediately is going to want you to live with them, or you're going to want them to live with you, and you're like, listen. And Spirit is going to say, slow it down. Slow it down. Because, yeah, don't you want me, baby? Someone in the connection is going to be like wanting to move quickly. The other person is like, I want to, but I can see where this could go if it's too quick. So there may be some just getting acclimated to, this is not a rejection. Going slow is not a rejection. Going slow is just making sure we are putting things in a realistic vibration. There's something I'm seeing one person having to explain. We have inappropriate. Yeah, there's going to be one of the partners is very, I don't know how to describe it. Not disrespectful, but grabby, just kind of like maybe public displays of affection. This person might, you know, have those. They really find it hard not to touch you in public, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Take it where it resonates. Um, this came out lack mentality. I think for someone in the connection, it's going to teeter on obsession again. That's what I'm getting from spirit. I'm never going to find anyone else like you. This is the one and only time that I know that I would be happy in a relationship. Like somebody saying statements like that could be a little interesting, maybe concerning. But they're definitely, if I haven't read the other piles yet, but this is, I'm seeing here, a spiritual connection. Okay. There is something drawing you both to each other. There is something like when you're thinking about the person, they call or text, and vice versa. Any other messages, Spirit? I saw the conservative card. I didn't pull it, but it could be one of those relationships where someone is more, they were brought up and raised more conservative than the other person. Yeah. Someone in the connection is very much a guide for the other. Again, I think there's that dynamic of maybe a small or even pretty big age difference that's going to end up with some kind of mentoring. Okay. Last few messages here. You both may do something together around collective healing. Yeah, there's something about the healing process. I think you both have work that could overlap with each other. Trust your path. Spirit is saying this is really actually really important, trusting your path. To know that a true connection wouldn't require you to give up your goals, your dreams, your intentions. Spirit had to put that out there. Last message. Born this way. Yeah. Both of you, I think, are born this way. Born spiritually connected, born connected to the earth and spirit itself, sometimes this is a response to people who are like born again. Somebody will be like, no, I'm born this way. So someone, because remember I said you both might have the same religion. It could be that someone has left. You both used to be part of the same religion, but one person has left. And so, yeah, because Christians will sometimes say this, right? Born again. But then people who have maybe left the religion will say, I was born this way. Okay. That was interesting. Okay. So, group number one, let me know if any or all of this resonated with you. If it did, could you please give me a thumbs up? It's a really quick way to help me grow this channel, grow this community. If you like the way that I channel messages, would you please consider subscribing? When you subscribe, click that bell and you get notified when I upload new readings. And group number 1, if this is where I leave you, what a beautiful relationship. And tell me a little bit more about it by putting a red heart in the comments, okay? All right, my group number 1s, take care. Hello, group number 2. How are you? This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. So let's get into your reading. Hello, group number 2. We did like a little interlude. Let me know if you like that little interlude. We'll see if that works. So, group number 2. This is a relationship reading. So, what we did in group number 1 was we did a you and them, just to kind of do a little bit of an energy check, a vibe check. And know that you and them could change the descriptions. I'm not going to choose which one is you, which one is them. But if it overall resonates, then this will be your reading. And from there, we're going to go to the themes of this connection. We'll also ask about differences that challenge this relationship, as well as similarities that may make the relationship work. We're also going to look into what you all like about each other. And then we will do some channeled messages with some homemade cards that I made. I made this deck quite some time ago. So it's all good. It's going to be an extended reading, group number 2. So I hope you're ready. All right. So group number 2, we kind of went person A, person B. You all can let me know after this entire reading if that worked out or was it confusing. I'm going to try to not make it confusing. But let's talk about who person A is. I'm just going to describe who person A is. So, Spirit, tell us. Well, person A really is about this world. They're a worldly person. They like to travel. They may have been all over the world. I think that they like to travel in the Middle East. They might like to travel in Northern Africa. Like I'm getting specifically Morocco, maybe Egypt, Lebanon for some people. This person is a bit of a wild child. You know, like they like adventure, they like being out on the road. They may have some Sagittarius in their prominently in their chart. Doesn't have to, but person A, they get a lot out of life by living life. Okay, person A doesn't want to be stagnant. It's so weird. I said stagnant and then I got the stag. Person A trust where spirit is guiding them. They trust where life is taking them. They tend to follow the breadcrumbs. So you have she-wolf, you have the traveler, and you have the stag. This person is person A mostly thrives when they are able to explore and learn new things about themselves and the world. So this person is very much into a lot of adventure. This person has friends all over the globe, like literally all over the globe. If this person says, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Gambia," and their friends are like, "Okay, who do you know there?" "Oh, I have a friend there that I met in Egypt." Like this is that person. They are very much a shaman, maybe in a literal sense as well as a more symbolic sense. This person does some kind of spiritual healing. Oftentimes, I think that they are invited all over the world to share their wisdom. Very interesting. So, person A um, has some kind of like spiritual healing knowledge, and they are often called upon to bring that knowledge to different parts of the world. Wow. Yeah. And, if it isn't shamanism, it could be a nurse, could be a doctor, could be some kind of other healer. Um, what else about person A? Look, right when I said that, healer. So, person A is in some kind of healing arts. They could be a Reiki practitioner, they could do a lot of energy work, but this is someone who definitely has the ability to help others heal themselves and shares that knowledge, shares that wisdom. Yeah, they are quite literally. When I see shapeshifter and shaman, this is a very powerful person, person A. They understand the transformative nature of healing with spirit. Spirit is their collaborator when it comes to helping others to heal. This is what I'm hearing from spirit itself. Like, yeah, this is my partner. This is my partner. I used to have a friend who would always say that. My partner. That's my partner. So, yeah, person A, um, they could also look a little bit younger than their age. So people will comment on that. Or for some people who've known this person for a while, they may have even aged backwards. Meaning, like, if you see a picture of them when they're in their 20s, people are like, dang, you look older than you look now in your 40s or whatever. Like, this is that person. There's something about them tapping into their own healing abilities. Group number A and group A or person A, their healing abilities allowed them to, spirit is saying, to literally reverse the aging process. Very interesting. Also, this person is just kind of young at heart. They don't, even though they deal with a lot of heavy, this is what spirit is saying, even though they deal with a lot of heavy topics when it comes to helping people heal themselves, you will find that this person still can let their inner child wander out, be an adventure. I think I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Yes, I did. Bless me, please. Thank you. So, I think it's allergies, but hopefully that's what it is, y'all. Okay, so yeah, child eternal. There's something about this person's eyes that kind of twinkle too when they're mischievous. Person A. Mm-hmm. That's person A for you. Okay, so that's person A. That could be you. That could be the other person. Okay. So that is person A. Anything else about person A? Might have dark hair, dark wavy hair, darker like inset eyes even. Spirit said to comment on that. Their appearance can change, but I'm seeing dark, long, wavy hair. Something really intense about their eyes, too. Okay, that's person A. Um, they may possess a lot of feathers, like from different birds. They may work with feathers. They may even have the wolf as a animal guide or totem. Take it where it resonates. The word totem might be specific to one culture. So, an animal guide that's like a four-legged of some sort. Wolf, maybe coyote. Hmm. Okay, let's go to person B. So, who is person B? I'm hearing from spirit, and I got this B card, right? Could say summer. I mean, but actually, spirit was saying this person's very sweet. It's going to be a word that person A will use to describe person B. Very sweet, very B's are very hardworking too. Person works very hard, especially around systems. There's something about the beehive, the collection of pollen, the creation of honey, the taking care of the baby. Yeah, there's something very systems based about person B, like a fine oiled machine. They do things very methodically, and there's a system for how they do things. That might be in their work, it might be in general in their life. They're a little bit more planned. Yeah, this person is often a very internal thinker, meaning they're not used to expressing much while they're in their process. So, this might be someone who needs time to process how they feel about things. It doesn't mean that they don't know how they feel, but they like to be sure. They like to take some time to themselves. So it's going to be very interesting because this person's a little bit more methodical compared to person A, who's very spontaneous, right? Oh, see it already, huh? Um, while this person can be very logic based, person B also is a seer. They have some kind of psychic abilities. I don't know if they call it that, but I think when they, and I'm just hearing this now, we'll get back to it. When they connect with person A, these abilities come online. They're stronger. This person is not going to, I'm not saying they dismiss this about themselves, but I don't think they always pay attention. But when they are with person A, there's like a deep recognition that they also communicate in this way. This person might like snakes. They may have a snake tattoo. This person may be into astrology, or I'm hearing astronomy. Two different things, but definitely about the stars in the sky. Anything else? Spirit is saying one more card from here. So let's see. Person B. What else about person B? Oh, a couple of more cards. This person, wow, they too may have some kind of healing abilities. You know, when I see this card, I would say they're more on the allopathic method, meaning more, because I hate to call Western medicine traditional medicine. So we'll just say that it's more on the Western medicine tip, more modern medicine tip. This person might be. So they like the science, they like the evidence based. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. I got 3 cards. You know, there's something very fearless about person B. Wow. Spirit is saying that they may actually be from a culture where herbalism and plant medicine is quite common in their culture, but they choose, maybe they're trained in a more allopathic way. That's very interesting. Spirit is showing me a whole bunch, and I'm all like, wait, Spirit, we're trying to answer the questions. But I can mention it. Spirit is saying here too that this person is quite magical. But it's almost as if, I don't want to say they downplay it or they subdue it. I really do think there's something about them that has to make it make sense in their mind. Maybe they're an air sign, because when I see this card, I do think of air signs for whatever reason. But this person might be an air sign. They like the intellectual pursuit of things. And sometimes for them, with indigenous medicine, and this is just going to be a real generality, I'm not saying that that's how it is across all indigenous medicine, but sometimes this person finds it very hard to just drop into the magic, the intuition. But I think when they meet person A, there's going to be some kind of shift that happens. Let's find out a little bit more about person B. I already told you all it's going to be extended. This person, they like to share information. More, not so much about like needing to meet a lot of people, but they love to share information. This is the person that you're like, okay, well, if you believe this, what's some research I can look at? And they're like, oh, I've got the research article for you. Oh, I've got the journal article for you. Like, this is the person, group number 2, person B is going to be like, no, I got, when they say check the facts, this person's got the facts. They got the facts. They could be someone too who is very sought out for their research, if they do research, or for their knowledge base. This is someone very knowledgeable. I would say that this person can be very, again, just kind of like, I think one of the people in group 1, they could be very humble about the things that they offer. Almost like they've had to learn how to be more empowered when it comes to sharing their wisdom. Spirit's showing me someone who has had to learn how to shift a little bit of that about themselves, to increase their self-esteem. That's kind of interesting. I think Spirit is saying here, and I'm going to take one more card, that there might have been a point in this person B's life where they really didn't trust their intuition, but their intuition kept providing them with the power to move forward, even in their allopathic career. At this person B's core, they are very much connected to nature. I believe that is how their magic works, actually, person B. It's nature derived. So when this person goes out into the forest, mountain, by a stream, by an ocean, they may hear from spirit. They may get downloads when they're in nature. This is how, excuse me. Yeah. Very interesting. Person B. Okay. So that's person A, person B. Let's go to what the theme of this connection will be. What's the theme of this connection? I don't know. Somebody wants to hear more descriptions of person B. Person B may have tattoos. Person B could either have very dark hair or very light brown hair. Yeah. Person B could also um hmm, they may like incense, to burn incense. Um Person B, this is very specific, may work with a magic mirror. Y'all let me know if that strikes some kind of resonance. They may work, some people do like black mirror work, or they just do mirror work in general. That person might do that. Okay. So that was a little description, because I heard somebody out there going, what more about them? Okay. So this connection, what's the theme of this connection between the both of you, group number 2? What's the theme? Ooh. I mean, this is covered up, but I'm just going to do that too. So the theme is forbidden fruit. Wow. There's something a little forbidden about this connection. Let's find out more. Spirit is saying for some of you, it's forbidden, not necessarily because of a third party, but because maybe people have different religions or different cultural practices. The theme of this, because we have magical moments, Spirit is showing me here, group number 2, that actually the differences between you both are forbidden. For someone's culture, it's a little forbidden. Maybe there's people within their family or their culture that has some very rigid views on interracial, intercultural, religious, spiritual relationships. But you all will have so many magical moments together. It's going to be hard to resist this relationship. That's what Spirit is saying. So the overall theme is that you both will feel a great deal of, I'm hearing this word, temptation. And I don't know if I could show this on YouTube, but that's the middle finger. I really do think in the end, in this relationship, you both are going to be like, F it. We like each other. There's an energy here that we cannot deny. And I think you all will kind of decide to, I'm hearing the word debunk. I feel like you both are going to decide that you want to give this relationship a try. Yeah, the bottom of the deck. Kind of like this reminds me of the moon card. You all might, and I think this is on mutual agreement, keep the relationship a little quiet and just enjoy magical moments with each other. I do see 2 people kind of out in a field of lavender. I don't know why I see that. That's very beautiful and romantic, but yeah, just sharing a glass of wine, having good conversation and other things. Okay, so what are the differences that might challenge this relationship? Group number 2. I think we alluded to some of them, but what are the differences that might challenge this relationship? Oh, that's a lot of cards. Let's see if we can. Excuse me, you all. Yeah, 8 of Swords. I do think the differences that challenge it is that it's the differences between you both that are going to challenge the relationship. I think you both will find that you have to move beyond some self-imprisonment when it comes to, like, I think you both are going to have to find that you both have to challenge not putting yourself in oppressive thought patterns about the relationship, because there may be just a lot of negative energy around you both in terms of this relationship, and how you both are going to constantly have to free yourself from some toxic um, lines of thinking from either your family, community, culture. So there's something there about this Eight of Swords being always having to be in a state of liberation. For some people, that can be stressful to not just have a relaxing moment with each other, that everything that you both do as a couple is oppositional. Yeah. There will be, because this is Death card in reverse, um, some of the difficulties will be around just the lack of change in terms of the people around you. They don't want to change their views, even though like someone's family will meet their new partner and really like that person, but they'll say, no, it's still not something we can condone. Like there's something here about just the coldness, the literal winter. Winter is coming of this Death card in reverse. Like it's a change that it really feels like you're going uphill trying to get people to change their viewpoints, change how they think about your relationship, because really everything they're reacting to is external. you know they don't know this person like this person, group number two, and vice versa. Their folks don't know you like they know you. What are some similarities that will make this relationship work? Eight of Cups in reverse, that neither one of you want to give up too soon. Neither one of you want to walk away. Both of you will think in this relationship that you just need to put more time, more focus into the relationship. You both are really willing to work hard on this relationship. Both of you. That's a similarity that I think will keep the relationship strong, group number two. What other similarities? Yeah, you both have this like intellectual, um, there's something very intellectually strong about both of you. You both will not be swayed by discrimination, racism, just general bias. You both can see logically past those things. And you both see yourself kind of coming with a new pioneering thought for both of your communities. Like this relationship can work, and we're going to tell you why and how. Yeah, you both feel very confident about moving forward. That's interesting. I mean, you both have that confidence and strength. I think even the commitment, that's what Spirit is saying, the commitment to see this through. As long as both of you are not getting hurt, I hear both of you agree. As long as someone's not getting hurt, like either one of us, we're a team. We fight the good fight. Wow. Okay, so what is it that you each like about each other? Okay, so what does person A like about person B? Person A really likes that they can talk to person B. They can talk to their person. They like that they can share their worries. They can share when sometimes this gets really tough. They like that their person listens to them and that they have support in their person. Person A also likes to have body on body contact with their partner. Sometimes just like long hugs while you both are unclothed. I don't know why I'm seeing it that way. I'm not seeing everything, but I see it as like you both like to kind of just have deep, long embraces while you both are in your birthday suits. Interesting. Like there's something about that skin to skin contact. That's what I'm hearing. Person A also may like things a little rough, but they also like to take care of things. When the roughness is over, there's a gentleness to them. So if your relationship is like that, where the things can get a little playful in a rough way, person A likes to come back and circle back and be very gentle and kind and tend to anything that needs attending to. Okay? It's not an 18 plus, y'all. So I have to be creative in the way that I talk. Person A also likes, and this often comes up, but I guess there's just Taurians out there. Person A also either likes for their body to have fruit on it or food of some sort. They like to feed their partner. They like their partner to eat off of their body, like, with fruit items, I'm hearing in particularly. And lastly, person A just likes for a sense of justice, the justice, the wind. The win is something that they really like to be in partnership with person B. They're like, we can do this. We can win. We can fight. We can have the relationship that everybody feels like will never work. Like person A really loves to challenge those notions. Okay. So, what does person B like about their partner? What does person B like about their partner? If I'm not showing you these cards, it's because they're the actual deck and there's a lot of nudity. What does person B like? They really like their partner's show of affection. They love how their partner, when they're both intimate, really protects them, makes them feel like held and understood. They love that they love the way that you both kind of fall asleep in a embrace of some sort. Person B likes how well endowed. If person A is somebody with a lingam, I think I could say that word. And okay, if person A is somebody with a lingam, or vice versa, if person someone in the relationship likes how well endowed the other person is if they have a lingam. That's all I'm going to say. Don't demonetize me. Actually, somebody can be a little obsessive about it. That's all I'm going to say, okay? That's all I'm going to say. I can be a little obsessive about it, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Person B still is very romantic. Person B might like to take their partner to the rose garden, I'm hearing, or they will like to go for walks around some kind of botanical garden, maybe even their own garden. I don't know, but there will be some kissing and makeout sessions in that garden. Person B might actually play some kind of instrument, and that will not be revealed until later in the relationship when something romantic happens. I hope I didn't give it away. Person B, what they like about their partner is that their partner has had to heal from some really intense loss in a previous relationship. Maybe one of the partners had a previous partner that passed away. They could have had a previous partner that was like a veteran or something that passed away in wartime. Take it where it resonates. That's very specific. But someone lost a partner that looks like they were in some kind of military. So person B really respects, or they respect how person A gives them time to heal from that. Like there's still some moments they need to heal when it comes to that. Anything else about person B and what they like in their partner? They like to just cozy up to you. They like to sometimes wake you up when you're asleep because they want another go round. They could also like your belly. This is interesting. Maybe someone doesn't like their belly. Maybe they feel like their belly's a little, but this person B likes their partner's belly. They like to touch it. They like their partner's voluptuous curves. Okay. Take it where it resonates. Yeah. At the bottom of the deck, person B also likes that their partner needs their help sometimes, like damsel in distress, regardless of gender. Just like they like helping their partner. They like when it's kind of like a tease for them. Like when their partner's like, oh, hon, can you open this jar for me? You're so strong. And they mean it. Okay, so let's get to the channeled messages. And I have this big old deck that I made like a year ago. And I've never even used it, you all. But something said today, use it, use it. Ooh. So it says, I'm jealous of your friends. Someone in a relationship definitely will have to deal with wanting the other person all to themselves. And maybe they're jealous of friends too, because Spirit is even saying that someone in a relationship, or maybe even both of you, could be jealous because friends might be from the same culture as them or the same background. And there's just kind of like inside things, maybe even language specific things that they end up laughing and joking about. And there's some way in which one of the partners or both gets kind of jealous of that closeness. Not in a, I'm not, Spirit's not saying in a real toxic way. It's just they wish that the things that were different between the both of you sometimes weren't that different, so that you all could have those same interactions. I take it where it resonates. What else, Spirit? I saw the card that said grieving. So again, one of the partners in this relationship might be grieving a past significant relationship. I don't think it's preventing them from being in a relationship again, but it is something that they have to take time for, maybe around special days like birthdays or memorial days. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else. Might be an earth sign. One or both partners may be an earth sign. Let's see. One or more partners might have a Mami Wata connection. This is a Yoruba water deity. So that's interesting. One or more of the connections. I think in this connection, trust is going to be very important. It may even come up as something that you all need to get on the same page about. I'm hearing group number 2. Anywhere, anytime. This relationship has a very passionate energy to it. There's a deep sexual connection here. So you all will definitely, have that. I'm seeing something about greed here. It's come up twice. What do you mean by that, Spirit? What do you mean by greed? Clear as mud. So Spirit is saying here, there may be even a difference with how you both relate to making money. I don't know, Spirit's bringing that up. I'm not getting that the greed is necessarily someone is greedy, but there could be a way how one partner likes to pursue success is how one other partner has often thought not highly of. That's interesting. It could present, yeah, look at this because it's just right on top, a red flag for one of the partners in the relationship. So there's something there where Spirit is like, you all will have to sort that out. The way someone chooses to make money, the way someone chooses to make decisions around how they get rich. I'm hearing. Yeah. I think that's it, group number 2. So if you resonated with any or part of this reading, could you please give me a thumbs up? It's a way to help me grow this brand new channel. And if you like the way that I channel messages and read, please consider subscribing to this channel. And when you do, click that bell because then you'll get notified when I upload new readings. Group number 2, very interesting relationship. And if you want to put something in the comments, maybe a purple heart. A purple heart. And that makes sense to me in a few ways. So group number 2, I told you these were extended readings. Thanks for sticking around. If this is where we part, I hope to see you on another future reading. Take care. Hello, group number 3. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. And so that was a little interlude. So group number 3, we are here for your reading about, there's something new and different about this love. And so group number 3, groups 1 and 2, very nice. And so group number 3, we're going to get right into your reading. We're first going to go with a you and them kind of vibe check, just so that you could see if one of these vibes, energies is yours. And if it isn't, you can choose another group. And then we're going to go into the theme of this connection, and then the differences that challenge this relationship, and then the similarities that make it work. And then what is it about each other that you both like? And then we'll do some channeled messages because I made a deck some time ago that I have yet to use. Okay, so I'm about to use it. All right, group number 3, let's get into your reading. Hello, group number 3. So we're going to do like a you and them, but the way that I do it is kind of like person A and person B. That way you can just see if any of these energies really resonate with you, okay? Group number 3. So, person A, who are they? Mm. We have the stag. It's someone who really trusts themselves. That's what I'm hearing from spirit. And they've learned that through trusting themselves, trusting their decision making, trusting their thought process, it has really helped them to be successful in life. That's what I'm hearing. So, what else about person A? Yeah, this is someone who's had to learn, group number 3, how to shed old belief systems. This is someone who would tell you in the past they were quite a different person in terms of the things that they believed. Oh, this is very specific, but for someone, this person may even state that they felt like they had some kind of bias, discrimination. This person may even go as far as saying they had to heal themselves of some kind of racist thoughts. Okay, that's very specific. But this relationship even is the evidence of them moving beyond, growing even. I'm hearing from spirit, growing into a different person who can see beyond the external. Very interesting. What else about person A? You know, this is someone that I think when they had to heal from some of discriminatory or bias or even racist thinking, they said that they had to go back and really begin to connect with their ancient ancestors. Some of them might even link their ancestry to the Druids. That's very specific. But if they don't, and they're part of a different culture, they just had to go back and link themselves to their ancient ancestors. Because there's something in there, their ancestors started to teach them how to be a better human being. What else about person A? Person A is very talented. Wow. Spirit is saying with this sword, even. Maybe they do fencing. This is so specific, you all. But person A might do fencing. This person has definitely, I see a couple of cards where they have tattoos. So this person has some kind of tattoo. It could be tribal markings, or it could be a snake or something else. I mean, you know, we're reading for a few people. This person definitely has some kind of tattoos. They actually might work with a wand, like a magical wand, like something with a crystal on it, or they may own something like that. Person A. What else about person A? Person A, wow. I think from a lot of the healing that they've done, especially around healing some bias within themselves, they've become an advocate for social justice. This is interesting. Like, this person feels like their work now is to help other people heal from their biases. Wow. Yeah, this person inherently sees, person A, they inherently see that something is wrong with society, a society that judges people simply by their skin color or their culture or their religion. They see something inherently wrong with that, and they're seeking to heal it. I don't know why this is coming up, but Spirit mentioned the Bahia faith. Maybe somebody's into Bahia religion. Is that a religion? I think it is. What else about person A? Yeah, this is someone you're going to find who does a lot of deep community work, especially around community healing. So you may see them, wow, Spirit is showing me someone who's in some really deeply emotional spaces, helping people to shift out of discriminatory mindsets. Wow. Like this person does some deep, I'm hearing anti-racism work. Wow. Wow. This person also, Spirit is saying, this is another one of my collaborators. I believe Spirit collaborates with all of us, but Spirit is saying here that this person's faith, not necessarily tied to a particular religion, but their faith is what keeps them going. Knowing that we have been put here, we as in a collective of human beings, have been put here with a special mission. And that's what I'm hearing. And so this person believes that mission is godlike, that God is inside of every one of us. Wow. This person might like Octavia Butler, Earthseed. Anybody knows that reference? I think it's Parable of the Sower, that book. This person might like that, actually believes in Earthseed, like how human beings need to move forward. And this person has very forward, innovative thoughts about what humans should be, what direction they should be evolving into. Wow. This person also has a very childlike nature, even though they do some serious ass work, y'all. There's something about this person that also can just let down their guards, especially with their partner, and just kind of be childlike, enjoy the moments. This person really likes going out into nature, maybe camping, even hiking. Yeah. So that is person A. Okay. Person A. Let's go to person B. And remember, you all, you can interchange these as you need to. But person B, who is person B? Who's person B? I keep hearing that song. Who's that girl running around with you? That's not the part I'm hearing, but I had to sing that line. Okay. This is person B is someone that's really about peace efforts. This is someone who I'm hearing even brings together people who have opposing views. Wow. So maybe this is what you all have in common. Do you both do some work around peace relations? Person B, I think person B, what might be a little distinctive is that person B also includes the animals, nature, in their peace work. So, person B is someone who definitely trusts their instincts. They have like this relationship with nature. This is someone, there's certain people, if they have animal companions, they can communicate with these animals in a very deep way. You know who's coming to mind is remember the main character in Princess Mononoke? That's one of my favorite films, so I know I mentioned it. But Princess Mononoke, the main character, he has this elk, and that elk like knows him. Like they communicate in a real deep way. Something like that. Like this person has very almost telepathic relationships with the animals around them. This person also works with their elders. Did I say that? Yeah. So either this person works with their elders or they work with their ancestors or both. But the same for person A, you all are really alike in this pile. Even though there's a difference, you all have some really, where it matters, you all have some deep similarities. What about person B? You know, This person has had to learn, person B, they've had to learn over time how to be in a more collective space. So person B, I think early on was a lone wolf. Like they just did things on their own. They preferred it. They found it very difficult. I'm hearing that they find their relationships with animals much more calming to their nervous system, but they've had to learn how to be part of the pack. That's what I'm hearing. Wow. So this person has had to learn how to reacclimate into community. Wow. This person too, very compassionate, very humble. You know, I think this person has struggles. Sometimes person B struggles with being seen. And they struggle with sometimes receiving pats on the back or accolades. It's kind of hard for them. Maybe they weren't brought up in an environment where they received a lot of that. A networker card comes out here. This person, and despite all that, because they do find it hard to receive rewards, like people talking about them, they're like, but I think also people love person B. They love the energy of person B. They're always trying to bring person B out of the shadows. Like, come here, person B. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have done A, B, and C. So person B, a lot of their work, oh, I see. Spirit is saying a lot of person B's work is done behind the scenes. Like sometimes these negotiations can go really raw. And person B is the one that you call in. When things feel like they're at an impasse, person B can get everyone back on track. Oh, wow. That's what Spirit is saying. Person B is the one, I don't know why Spirit is saying, the cleaner. Person B comes in and it's like, gets everybody talking again, gets the negotiations, pulls in all the stakeholders. Wow. Yeah, your work, A and B, very alike in many ways. Person B is more in their feminine energy, regardless of gender. They work better when things are coming towards them, where they're being asked to do things, where they're kind of being included. They don't like to do a lot of pursuit of things. Even when it comes to their work, if they're invited to come in and do their work, they'll come. They're not that person who stands up and says, I can help here. There's something very humble about this person. So being in their receptive energy, the energy of the queen, they are positioned very well as a respected leader. Not group number, but B. Person B is very respected. Very respected for the work they do. They're often seen as a rebel. Even though they're quiet, even though they are unassuming, when person B hits the ground running, or when they finally say something, Spirit is showing me that too, they shock everyone. Like this person could be in the corner of a room just observing, and then finally they're saying, well, can I share something? And when they share whatever they share, it's like everybody's like, whoa, a very deep thinker. Person B. I would say both of you. And I think that's going to be, or that is, wherever you all timelines are, that is the connection. A shared kind of flame I'm seeing. By the way, before I even forget, put a heart with a flame if this reading resonates with you. I'll mention it again, but that came up, for this group. So what's the theme of this connection? What is the theme of it? That was person A and B. So if you resonate, this is your reading. So what's the theme of this connection? Mm. Mind invasion, right? It's like, well, the way I'm going to interpret this card is like you both kind of like the intellectual attraction is what happens first. It's like boom. I've never met anyone who's my match intellectually. And it's not to say like someone's being conceited or anything like that. It's just like the energy from you both like meeting each other and probably having some shared words or theories. I mean, you all could talk to each other all night. I mean, literally. This is going to be one of those connections where you all find that it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and you're like, oh my God. I mean, you're finding like the next day it's hard to stay up because you've been up all night talking. There's something here about you all having very late night talks. What else? This could be for a few people. This might even be an LGBTQ connection. Doesn't have to be. Someone could consider themselves bisexual. That doesn't have to be, but there's a little bit of that energy there. And I want to speak to it. The themes in this connection too are the things that aren't said between the both of you. It's almost as if what I'm seeing here, what Spirit means by this, Pandora's box, it's almost as if you both have this kind of strange telepathic relationship where you finish each other's sentences, where, you know, the connection is so deep there where you both can say, oh, you know what I was thinking about? And that was what that person was thinking. You know, there's something there. And so the theme with the Pandora's box is almost as if you both know there are things in this relationship that also can be challenging, but you both don't really speak to it. I think you both feel it. I think Spirit's going to say more about that, but that's what I got. There's something between the both of you that may be a little afraid of the differences that you have because there's so much commonality. Wow. Let's go to the differences then that could challenge this relationship. Because Spirit is saying in some way you all are fearful of the things that might be different between the both of you because there's so much you have in common. Queen of Cups. I think the differences are between how you both express your emotions. Let me get another card. Yeah, Spirit is saying here, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse next to the Queen. Sometimes it feels as if this relationship could be so much more successful if you all did. Like if you all really shared your feelings, your emotions. There's something about this relationship for some of you, it's difficult to get started. Maybe there's really deep feelings there emotionally, but you all keep it at the intellectual level. You keep the connection very intellectual and it never moves to the place of like, you know, I like you. More than that, I might love you. Yeah, 4 cups. Look at that. It's almost as if you both don't want to take the next step to say, listen, you and I, we have more than just this intellectual work connection going on. I think it's hard for either one or both of you to say that. I really get both of you. Maybe just the difference between the both of you is tripping you both up. Not at an intellectual level, it's just tripping you both up. You're like, does person A like me? Does person B like me? Like there's a lot of that. Maybe I'm just reading into it. Like that's what somebody's saying. Maybe I'm just reading into it. I mean, just because we stayed up all night and talked till 2 o'clock in the morning and ended up like sleeping fully clothed in the same bed because we were both too sleepy. Like there's something there, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like you both are like, what's happening here? But you both are too afraid to talk about it. I can understand because maybe, when you have such a great connection that's starting off very platonic, if one person admits to deeper feelings and the other person's like, oh, I wasn't headed in that direction at all, it could be very hard to recover the friendship then. And somebody wonders if that's worth taking the risk, maybe both of you. So what are the similarities that could possibly make this work? Both of your ability to act. So it's kind of interesting because it almost feels like you both are in a space where you're not acting, but you both, on a whim, almost impulsively, can just be like, F it, I'm just going to tell group A, I'm going to tell person A, I'm going to tell person B, I love them. Maybe not love, you're going to start with like. But either way, there's something of that similarity where you both don't mind taking action. 9 of Cups. I think that you both see each other as this emotionally fulfilling relationship that you both have. And you wonder, this person has like roses hidden behind them. I don't know if you can see that. Somebody might be like, you know what? I'm gonna just bring flowers when I go over person B's house. I'm gonna bring flowers. I'm just gonna tell them how I feel, and then something changes, and they're like, "Oh, let me hide these." There's little quirky moments like that between the both of you, group number 3, and yeah, that's a similarity. I think 7 of Swords is really saying both of you have experienced hiccups in past romantic relationships. And in many ways, both of you don't want to sacrifice what you have for something that might be fleeting or something that may not work out. So I think you both have equally some kind of reservation. Mm-hmm. So what is it about you? What is it about person B that person A likes? Let's see. So person A, what do they like about person B? Well, person A, I think what they like is the idea that there's a possibility that person B is their person. I think they get really excited by that idea. Excuse me. Yeah, they get really excited by that. The idea that person B might be their person, it excites them. Maybe they feel like they even have quite obsessive thoughts about that. Maybe they listen to a lot of readings like this one about it. I'm not showing you the cards because a lot of these have nudity on there. But what else does person A like about person B is their mind, but also their body. They like that combination. They like that they're attracted to person B's mind, but also they're attracted to person B's body. Person A also likes that they like their partner's feet. They could kiss on their partner's feet. They could massage their partner's feet. There's something in a way that they kiss their partner's feet that their partner really likes. Like, ooh, that's kind of hot territory. Person A likes how demure maybe person B is. Like, oh, I didn't know that, maybe something person A will say, like, oh, that shirt looks really nice on you. and and person B will be like, oh, you think so? Sometimes person A wonders if person B is completely over someone from the past. So that came up. And it can be something that they like, but there's something that they wonder about. So person B, what does person B like about their partner or future partner? They like how this person is very balanced. That reciprocity plays deeply into their relationship. There's a lot of give and take, and it feels very natural. That's what person B likes. What does person B like? And person B loves your conversations. They love these late night conversations, these conversations that go into the next morning. They love that. They absolutely love it. Yeah, they can just stay up all night and imagine themselves just they have fantasies of, like, maybe you all will fall asleep in a space and it's kind of very platonic in terms of clothing being on, but they fantasize about clothing being off. they wonder about that in the future. I think one thing that person B also tries to understand is that if the other person is still kind of healing from a past relationship, person B wants some kind of magical way to make that healing happen so that they can be in a relationship with their partner, their future partner. Yeah. I would say that person B worries about being too much, I'm hearing pursuing too much. Like person B wants to not overwhelm their partner with a lot of, I don't know, energy of wanting to like move quickly. Like they're saying, and spirit is even saying here that that's a concern for person B, that they not move too quickly, but not so slow that their person finds somebody else. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of a quandary there. So let's get into the channeled messages. And I have all of these lovely messages. Let me just shuffle them a little and pick some. Curiosity. There's something that you both bring to the relationship. You both don't make assumptions about each other. There's a lot of curiosity here when it comes to the relationship. Spirit said to look on the back, question reality. I think you both have to start getting a little more factual around what are you both experiencing with each other, because there's a way in which you both are kind of like, this person doesn't like me. Even though they spend 8 hours a evening with me, or, like all this other stuff, like there's something where spirit's like, question that. Be curious about it. What else, spirit? Yeah, spirit is saying that this relationship could even benefit from some time in nature. Just spending time with each other, quietly. Maybe you both have really hectic work lives. So this could be just a time to connect in a quiet way. Both of you are worried about rejection. You're both worried about it. It's like, whoa, what if, Yeah, just friends is right after that. So it's just like somebody's really like, dang, what if they just want to be friends? I'm going to be tore up inside. We understand that, right? We understand that. Someone in the relationship may come into some money. The spirit's saying inheritance. That's interesting. Or some kind of success, which wouldn't be unexpected. Both of you all are doing really well. There's a lot of your ancestors bringing you both together. I think your ancestors really want this union to work, group number 3. You may hear them from time to time. Just tell them, there is only one for me. You remember how at the beginning of the song, Flowetry, she goes, just tell them. You have made that possibility. Okay. It's very romantic and cute, but your ancestors are like, listen, we've been trying to give you the message. Okay, someone might be conservative, but I don't get it. It's like a political thing. I think it's just conservative with how they're approaching this whole thing. Last couple of cards. They're just a child. Someone may feel like that is the other person's opinion. Maybe there's a slight age difference. I didn't really get that before, but maybe someone will just think of you as a little immature. Maybe your relationship is a little kind of, mentory, teacher-student-y sometimes. I don't know. Take it where it resonates. It doesn't have to be. Yeah. Spirit is saying you are both divinely protected. Just know that this union is divinely protected. So, group number 3. If you resonated with any or parts of this channel's message, this pick a card, could you please give me a thumbs up? It's really the simplest way to help me grow this brand new channel because it puts my work out to a larger audience. I really do appreciate it. If you like the way that I channel messages or read, please consider subscribing to this brand new channel. If you click that bell, you get notified when I upload new channel messages and tarot readings. And remember to put a flaming heart if you resonated with this particular group 3. And if this is where we part group 3, what a beautiful budding relationship. I hope that you all take a chance on each other. Okay, I will talk with you soon in the next reading. Hello, group number 4. How are you? This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. How did you like that little interlude? I'm trying to get all professional here. Let me know. It could work and maybe it didn't work. I don't know. But group number 4, this is your reading on There's Something New and Different About This Love. I really love group number 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful readings. What we're going to do here for you, group number 4, is we're first going to do kind of a vibe energy check. So we're going to do a you and them, or person A, person B. We'll just keep it that way so that it's easily interchanged. And if neither of the energies really resonate with you, then you can pick another group. But that's kind of the purpose of that. Then we're going to go into the theme of this connection. And then we will ask what differences challenge the relationship, and then what similarities make the relationship work. Also, we're going to ask about what you all like about each other. And then we'll do some channeled messages, because you know what? A long time ago, I made some of my own cards. They're just index cards, but they have a lot of love, relationship kind of messages, channeled messages. So we're going to start on that as well. So, group number 4. How are you? So let's go to person A. And remember, you can interchange these as you need to. But person A, let's talk about who person A is. The air guardian. Shift your perception. You know, person A, they are constantly curious about their process, especially about the way that they think. They very much could be an air sign. Gemini is kind of sticking out for me for some reason, but it doesn't have to be. This person might have long black hair, but also kind of like, in a way, it's so wavy or curly that it almost looks like it's locks, but not really. I don't know. That's the description I'm getting. They could have really beautiful blue eyes. Not super bright blue, but kind of like teal, almost teal eyes. Someone doesn't have to, just someone specifically sticking out that way. This person might like the gemstone beryl for whatever reason. Beryl. They might like that birthstone, wear a necklace of that birthstone. I don't think it's a birthstone. I don't know why I'm saying that. They like that gemstone, but they might actually wear their birthstone. It may not be beryl, but there may be a birthstone that they like that they wear. Okay, I got a few messages up in there. Person A, what else about person A? A very honorable person. This is not someone who even likes to tell small lies or untruths at all. They would be very challenged in that kind of situation. This person holds a certain kind of principles, especially when it comes to their own thought patterns. I'm hearing that again. They take seriously the things that come out of their mouth, the thoughts that they think in their head. Very interesting. This person has had to, we have the fox here. This person has had to shift careers recently. Something that they were doing before, either I'm hearing from spirit, and this is very specific, so just take it where it resonates. Something they were doing before, no longer, person A no longer finds that career viable. And so they've had to change careers. It's interesting. We got the Druid card. They may be doing something like spiritual or metaphysical. I don't know why I heard the word new age. People don't really use that term anymore, but I heard that. So this person may have done, they're doing something completely different from what they used to do. Yeah. They may be into some kind of spiritual work, shamanism, past life work. I'm hearing hypnosis. Some kind of indigenous work. Let's see what else about person A. This person knows how to tell a story, and spirit is showing it to me. With person A, you are always going to be entertained. You know, that reminds me of something. Let me tell you about when this happened. More so than an official storyteller, they're one of those people that can link any event that's happening in the present moment to something that happened to them in the past. They're like, oh, I've got to tell you about this. They talk a lot. Person A. You may find them chatty. You know, person A has had to do some really deep soul searching and healing from the past. They may be sober now. This might be someone who would describe themselves as sober. Yeah. They've really had to do some things in the past to change their life. Yeah. They may even help other people do that as well. So they may work with people who are seeking to become sober themselves. They may be a sponsor, I'm hearing. They may be a counselor. Whatever they're doing, it's because they believe in people. They believe in people's ability to liberate themselves from addictive behavior. What else about person A? Ooh, a few cards. Yeah, they find that you will find for person A that they are quite committed to the work that they do. They don't think there's any other work that's more important than this work. That's interesting. So, whatever work they did before, this is specific, but for someone, whatever work person A did before, it was how they kind of got into addictive behaviors. And so they realized they couldn't continue to do that work. Maybe these are kind of jobs where often people are in bars or they're, I don't know, there's something about the work they were doing that just didn't support their sobriety. So they had to look at their sobriety, look at their success, and they turned it into their own job, or they're thinking about that. This person is very much a pioneer. So there's something about the way that they're even facilitating sobriety. It's quite new, quite different. People really respect this person. Person A will, without a doubt, feel like a companion of yours. If you're looking towards person A, they just feel like companion energy. They feel like a partner right away. This is someone who just feels like a soulmate, just feels that way, like you've known each other for a long time. So, what about person B? Person B. Who is person B? Who is person B? This is definitely someone who trusts their instincts. They have a lot of wisdom. Spirit's bringing my attention to the owl near the head. This person's quite wise. But then, Spirit is saying here too, even holding the little fawn, that there's like a certain kind of compassion and wisdom with this person, also a fierceness that's coming from the panther. And then the crow is also a little bit of mystery. This person B is kind of like the whole package. What else about person B? This person very much believes in following the voice of their soul. This person may even consider themselves clairaudient. They communicate with their star ancestors. They may think of themselves as a star seed. or they have some kind of galactic connection. Orion, Sirius, something is connected there. Yeah, group, not group, person B could have some very beautiful eyes, really beautiful, like you get lost in them. Yeah. They could have kind of blue, midnight blue eyes, but they could also just have dark brown eyes or black eyes. But their eyeball is big. You know how some people have small, tiny eyeballs? Theirs are big, like very big, prominent eyes. Not sticking out, but just like the eyeball has more color. Do you get what I'm saying? Person B. They know how to take care of their needs. They know when they're overwhelmed. They know when they need to take a break. Yeah, they're not the type to push through. They're going to be like, "No, let me let me gather myself. Let me make sure I'm clear about some things." You'll find with this person, they will slow things down if they need to, just so that they're clear. This person also asks a lot of questions just to get clear. What else, Spirit? Yeah, they're quite a magical person, but I think that was coming forward. So this is a person, again, I hear clairaudient. Yeah, this crow is really showing up a couple of times. So this person may be into some kind of divination. They may consider themselves a witch or pagan. The crow is speaking to me of some kind of like shadowy energy that they don't mind working with. Like they have some kind of connection here. Yeah, that's person B. Let me just do a little bit more about person B and you could finish the vibe check. Person B, yeah, they like this person likes to randomly create things. You may go over their house and you're like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm going to bake this cake that I found a recipe for. It's from the Depression era or something." Like this is a person who just likes to create, and it's not for the sake of being famous or seen. They might just do it because it's a way that they kind of discharge a lot of tension, just doing new and different and creative things. That's person B. What else about person B? Yeah, they could, there's something about some of their spiritual practices that I think they'll talk to you about. Like they're recovering Catholic or something like that. I'm nothing against Catholics. They would say something like that. I'm a recovering this, I'm a recovering that. For a small group of you, this person may have been raised in a cult, or they may have had some kind of ties to that and they left it. But for most of you, this person is just saying they're not really into organized religion. I think this person too is very self-reflective. They are always concerned about self-sabotaging because maybe that was it was when I think about it. It was who was, oh, okay. So this is how that A and B kind of connect. This person is concerned about self-sabotage, but because they had to deal with their own addictions. Excuse me, you all. Yeah, so this person, maybe this is how the two groups connect. We'll find out more, but Spirit is saying that there's a shared experience around addiction and that this person really has developed some practices of self-reflection to make sure they're always telling themselves the truth, the facts. That's what I'm hearing. Like you're going to hear this person going, "No, I have to do a fact check with myself." you know And do I just want this to be this way, or is it this way? Like, you're going to find this person very grounding, whoever is looking at person B. This person is a student of life. They're constantly learning. And I think they're learning as a way, again, to discharge some of that energy that comes from, maybe even comes from some of their desires that tend to be addictive. They like to just learn new and different things to keep their mind calm, to keep their whole being grounded. So you'll find this person does that as just as a way of staying very, like, sober seems like a weird word to use for them, but it is like their practices for staying sober are to learn new things. Okay. Put that in the comments if that resonates with you. Because that is group. That is, I keep saying group. That's person B. So now that we have person A and person B, let's go into the overall theme of this relationship, because this relationship has a theme. What is the connections theme? You might have more than one. Some groups did. Yeah, see. Drinks of pain. See? So this group definitely, I mean, take it where it resonates, but there is a heavy theme of sobriety in this group. Whether it's drinking or some other substance, there's been a shared past, that you both will connect over a shared journey of being sober, or really, depending on what the addiction is, really taking control of that addiction, you know. Wow. And then look, there's a wine bottle here. So both of you may, in this connection, have to understand how to support each other. Maybe one person, spirit is showing this, it's very specific, so take it where it resonates. Maybe one person is sober and the other person still needs to work on it. In this relationship, it's going to be that catalyst to really look, because remember we said person B, they want to fact check themselves, and maybe that's the energy they're in when you both connect. Spirit says to look at the avatars. Is there alcohol in there? Okay, I'll look afterwards. I think you both know right away when you meet each other, group number 4, that this is your person. I think it's that connection, and that's like a theme that you both know you're here for each other, whether it's long term or short term. I think some of you don't want to define it super strictly, but there is a connection here. Fireworks do go off when you both are together. That connection when you both see each other is like, whoa, there's my person. Yeah, I see somebody actually saying that, like, whoa, oh my God, there's my person. Because it's going to feel a certain kind of way, group number 4. Very interesting. Okay, so what are the differences, group number 4, that could challenge this relationship? What are the differences that could challenge this relationship? Look, temperance, y'all. Is this reading about sobriety and addiction? Come on. I almost feel like if none of that's happening, this is probably not your group. But yeah, temperance. Being able to understand that sobriety is a journey. But the first step in that journey, right, is to understand that you have a challenge, that you're struggling with addiction, right? This may be one of those relationships where someone is really being brought to clarity on how much substance plays an issue in their life. They're either going to be pondering that, they're going to be in the beginning of sobriety. There's something going on here where one of the people will be sober and the other one will be either just beginning, just having to realize it. There's something there. So that could present some challenges because a sober person is not going to want to be around someone who's struggling all the time with that. Maybe not in a relationship way. I don't know. That might be my own personal commentary, but that would be difficult. What are some similarities that will actually make this relationship work? What are some similarities, Spirit, that make the relationship work? The relationship feels like an old, tried and true relationship. It has the energy, even of the father. I don't know, here, like Six of Cups, it always kind of is nostalgic, right? This connection could be, for just a small group of you, someone that you have known in the past. I don't know if they were a romantic relationship, but this is like they were something, could be a childhood friend even. Someone that you shared good times with before life happened to both of you. That's specific. But in either way, if it's not that, you both have some kind of nostalgic memory of when you both maybe had support, when Spirit is saying maybe in this connection both of you have lost someone really important to you, and that's kind of how the addiction came about. You know what I'm saying? Through grief, because we have that drink of pain. So maybe both of you have a shared connection over grief, loss, especially of a father figure. I don't know why that's coming in specifically. Doesn't have to be a father figure, but for some of you, it would have been. Yeah. Also, the similarities are that you both really like each other genuinely. There's care there. You both care about what happens to each other. I really get that for person A, there's a lot of deep care for what happens to person B, helping them make it through. Even though maybe there's some weariness about that, like how it will impact person A, worries about how it will impact them. But they really truly do care and want to see person B make it through. Yeah. What do you both like about each other? It's been getting kind of spicy up in here. I'm holding it down, YouTube, though. I'm holding it down. I'm getting really descriptive. What does person A like about person B? See, these cards I can't show y'all, but I'm gonna just let you know. Person A really likes how person B makes them wait, or it could take it vice versa. One of the partners likes how they have to wait. They're a little teased by the other partner. I would say person A likes that little teasing, waiting, even though like person B could be completely naked. It's like, nope, not yet. This is just me being in my vibe. Little X games. Person A also likes when they can just spend time in bed with their partner, cuddled, sleeping in each other's arms, holding each other. Just the simple things. Person A also likes the conversations that you all have, not even just the conversation. Spirit is saying being understood. So person A likes how person B understands them. They don't have to explain themselves a lot in this relationship. What else does person A like about person B? Yeah, just I'm hearing bootylicious. Don't y'all don't. I'm saying what I hear. They like your backside. Person A likes person B's backside. Um, I would say lastly, person A really likes how person B can just start off on a new journey and trust themselves. They're seeing that kind of as a potential in this person, which is why they want to keep encouraging them to like really set off on this journey of sobriety, maybe. Okay, what does person B like about person A or their partner? I just say their partner at this point. What does person B like about their partner? That you are up for some little midnight games. I don't know why, but I'm something about a scavenger hunt. Y'all let me know. But person B loves that you're up for adventures. I think this person is into kind of dark adventures, like going to a mystery club or doing scavenger hunts at midnight in a graveyard. I don't know why I'm seeing kind of like very unique adventures. Person B also likes, again, I think you both mutually like the behinds, okay? It's like a very touch oriented connection. Person B, I think that sometimes they wonder, maybe before you all really truly commit to each other, if you do, this might be a relationship where there's not a very official commitment. So, person B, when they're with you, they love that you make it seem like it's just you and them. But they may have some kind of inkling that you are seeing someone else too. Person A is seeing somebody else. Take it where it resonates. What else is person B loves that person A wants to take them under their wing, wants to guide them towards a better life. And they don't want to mess that up. They really feel like they feel a very mentored, like teacher kind of relationship with person A. They really feel like person A could help them kind of come into like a new area in life. They they do imagine you all increasing your intimate interactions. Maybe it hasn't been that many, but they want more. That's what they want. They want more interactions. Yeah, someone likes someone's body part that's very large. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say because this is an 18 plus. So let's go to the channeled messages. That's what they both A and B like about somebody. All right. Let's go to the channeled messages because I've made quite a few. You know, this sticks out to me though. Root chakra. I think you both kind of activate that in each other, whether it's a sense of safety, but also like, I know sacral could be more X, but there's something about the root chakra too, being kind of like a healing place for that energy too. Maybe some of you are seeing someone else, and this is kind of like Spirit is saying is on a timeline. Some of you may be friends with benefits with this person. Others of you, there hasn't been an intimate connection yet. For some of you, the energy is there. maybe you have been in the past. This card says, um, leave him, I'll drive you wild. So someone's thinking about that. Like, just give me a chance. So I would think even maybe in some relationships, this will not immediately be an actual thing. They don't want to be inappropriate though. I think that, similar to another group was that too. This might be in kind of the friend zone right now. Friend zone with some kind of like energy. Okay. What else, Spirit? Huh. I think for some of you in this relationship, there is a bit of a dark energy that one of the partners is dealing with, especially around addiction. There could be darker energy, shadowy energy that we're dealing with. And maybe one partner just kind of senses that on the other. You may want to protect yourself, I'm hearing from Spirit. Yeah, I think when it comes to the healing process, this says externally focused. Person B might be in that place where they're focused externally, like, what's this relationship is making me drink, or this relationship is stressing me out, or like there's a lot of externalizing their problems, and so that might be coming into play. Someone has an unusual appetite. So yeah, on the back it says freak. So yeah, someone does a lot of fantasizing. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit about just where your relationship could be, where they want it to be. But Spirit says, going back to that darker shadow energy, you are divinely protected. So if someone's worried about getting involved with someone there, Spirit is saying protect yourself, but you are divinely protected too. Siblings came a few times. So is someone in the connection a sibling of a friend? That's kind of interesting. That's what I'm hearing. Like this could be a friend's sibling that someone is getting involved with. Hence the childhood connection, maybe. Let's make it official. So in some timelines, maybe things are intimate and maybe things are moving in that direction. And there's like a sense of wanting to make it more official. But Spirit is saying here that maybe someone's hesitating because that sobriety or, just a healthier way of being is also a requirement for being in a relationship. Yeah, I don't want to hurt you. That can go both ways. Like someone, you both might want it official, but this person recognizes they have work to do before it could be that. Because they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to have you hurt by anything, a relapse or self-sabotage. There's something there. Yeah. Any other final messages, Spirit? This person says, I see you. The person I think who's sober in the relationship really sees the other person. They really see their heart. They really see their strength. And they really want the best for them. Top of the deck before we kind of close out. You can depend on me. You can depend on me. Yeah, journey together. It may be a journey that you both take. We have more in common than you think. I have things to unlearn. Okay. Top of the deck is going right. Yeah. But I also got some lust. I got some lust inside of me. What's that line in one of the songs? I got some lust inside of me. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it there. Group number 4. Very specific kind of reading, but it could have, hopefully the timeline was expanded enough for a few of you. If you resonate with any or part of this reading, could you give me a thumbs up? It's really a simple way to help me grow this channel. And if you want to put an emoji, maybe put, I know it's going to sound weird, put a wine glass because that'll help me remember. Sometimes I do these channel messages and then I'm like, okay, I have to go back and re-listen because somebody will comment something. I'm all like, what group was that again? So, y'all know. But yeah, put a wine glass or some kind of glass. Could be a glass of water if you want to stay sober, even in the comments. But yeah, if you like the way that I channel messages and do readings, please consider subscribing to this brand new channel. If you click the bell, you get notified when I upload new tarot readings or channeled messages. If this is where we part group number 4, this is a very heartfelt relationship, and it feels very supportive and caring. So thanks so much for the honor of reading with you. If you've lasted this far, I really love this community and I appreciate you all dearly. Until the next time that we are all connected again. Okay, my honeys, take care.